Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate you guys are the way MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright, lovelies, let's dive in.
So lovely, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where this Eddie Blum is actually suing the Fearless Woman, foundation. This foundation that is focused on helping especially black women. Guys, this actually got a lot of people reacting and I was just able to put up the stitches. I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section.
I don't know if you guys have heard the news because it's an upcoming news. You remember the group? It was about a group of black women who pretty much wanted to help other minority women, including women of their own, black and brown, to pretty much give them a step up to be entrepreneurs, have LLCs, who knows, corporations, so forth. And they were building a brand to make a better tomorrow for many women, especially women of color. Let me give you a good understanding. Now, let's say you wanted to own a business. How many times women had went to their local bank and they had money on the side and they opened up a checking account for their business? How many times women were rejected to even pretty much to receive at least $5,000 or $10,000 so they could start their business and start their initiative? Now, if you look at the statistics, women, when it comes to business and even getting a loan, it is hard, no matter what kind of ethnicity you are. Now, the Fearless Fund didn't just only emphasize for women of color, they also emphasized for minority women. And rumors had it that they also even helped women of outside, but they wanted to focus only on women on black and brown, only because how many of us get the open door and get the keys to be allowed to go to these big corporations like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and many others, which is commercial versus local banks, to receive any type of fund or help and assessment when it comes to opening up a business? During the 2000s, these ladies have basically had open doors for many women, especially the time when we had the COVID, when people was losing their jobs, and then women decided to become innovative to start a business, okay? Or even try to get their business leg up. Now, there was this antagonist, and I'm going to show you. His name is Mr. Edward Bloom. Mr. Bloom has a problem when it comes to affirmative action. He's the one that stopped affirmative action when it came to higher education of Ivy League schools with the help of this young man who was in the Asian community. All right? He was upset because he was not accepted to an Ivy League school, and he thought because they were doing too much for other minorities except for him, and he was qualified. Come to find out, all these minorities that he claimed that was qualified were black, but they were highly more qualified than him. Okay, so he tried to make it a race issue. So he had this man right here named Mr. Edward Bloom, and Mr. Bloom decided to say, okay, I'm going to help and see what your situation was. Little did he bamboozled the young man and many other minorities that was working alongside with the young man. Then when they thought the affirmative action was not going to be only for us, come to find out the affirmative action wasn't going to help any type of minority anymore. Thanks to Mr. Edward Bloom, he brought a team of his people to fight the cause, and that ended something that was over 70 years ago. Now, affirmative action does not only affect minorities, but it affects women. But most likely it's going to affect us women and minorities. So this is what he did. He targeted on these ladies, even this chairperson that was standing there in front. Now, they took this situation to an appeal court to pretty much fight out the situation, to see if they can still open doors to help women of their own so they can be successful in running their business. But guess what? There was a dismiss. It was not in their favor. And I thought to me, now, for all of y'all sit there and say that Kamala Harris, who's the first black woman who pretty much is a vice president of the United States. They went to White House. They fought the cause. And guess what? They rather fight the cause for Israel so they can receive their 40 acres and a mule, which they are taking away from the Palestinians, who originally wasn't inherited of the 40 acres and the mule. All right? You know, but moving right along, she did not help them, obviously, because they lost. All right? But what I find is so ironic, this diversity, equal inclusion program, which is on the behalf of Mr. Edward Bloom, all right? If you stop and read it here, this is a part of his organization, Incorporation of America. Now, I tried to do some research of what kind of stuff they are investing in. You see, these so-called organizations where they are making their cults, they form it into religion and saying that, oh, this is a part of a non-profit, where they have the government helping them to make a bigger business for themselves. But to me, it's like another form of white supremacy. Okay? Because I want you to take a look at something. Now, corporations have invested in this company, like Amazon, Freight and Basic, the DEI program. Yes. Banks, Citibanks, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, many of them have invited into this DEI program in this corporation in America. And you'll be surprised the list. If I show you the list, I think I might get blocked completely. All right. And also, the same type of funding that was taking place in 2023 that was helping other countries to dominate another country, this same American association that Mr. Edward Bloom, he is investing into it too. Okay, here's another thing I want to... Now, we wanted to know what was his problem, because they said Mr. Edward Bloom have a problem when things don't go his way. They said his pursuit began in 1990s when he had lost his 92 Congress election in Texas. They said Bloom and many others had sued Texas, claiming that the local district created in 1990 to increase minority voters to a partition that's unconstitutional. So this man is a white supremacist. Yes, by far. I'm going to say alleged. He's allegedly a white supremacist. The cases have made to the Supreme Court, and apparently it was not successful at that time. So he has a problem with minorities. He has a problem with affirmative action. He has a problem with people who are woke, people that's in the black community. And for them to target at these women, this is showing up that it's by far that they're trying to make a negative stigma against us. Okay, he's a part of the DEI, which is the defamation of the same guy Jonathan Block, who's a part of the ones that be watching people's social media and all that stuff like that. But I want to tell you also another thing. His main legacy is to want to shut down some of this. What he wants to do is get rid of some of these Google, Meta, and make cuts for DI programs starting in 2023. That's his big promise that he wants to do. So he wants to interfere into your communication system on how, pretty much to put censorship on certain things. No more equality for blacks, especially getting fundings to go to college, even with athletic situations. Yeah, he's on the roll. This man has a real problem with black people. Okay, and there's a lot of people that's in his corporation that's investing into him, and the United States is allowing him to have an open door. This, I'm telling you, it's like we're walking in and going back into the 1940s, okay, where they want to segregate and regulate on our livelihoods. They want us to put us in a social stratification, in preventing us from getting an education, preventing us to receive licensure for anything, of owning businesses or being established, or even living in communities and owning homes. If you guys don't see what's going on, you guys need to wake up. Forget about these damn celebrities, because they can't do nothing for us, because they already into the system already. They're already corrupt. Their mind is corrupt. All right. They're already washed up. They're worn out. Okay. They already got them already. All right. They are plants to use that as a distraction so that we can turn around and just keep on being blind-eyed when you see this particular man and many others of them forming their white supremacy.
If you are a woman or a woman of color, a melanated woman who looks like me, I need you to stop and watch this video, because what I'm getting ready to talk about is affecting you right now. It is going to affect your future, and it's going to affect the future of your daughters. This woman who is behind me, her name is Ariane Simone. She is fighting a battle right now around capital funding for women of color. Just to share a little bit of the backstory of what's going on. So Ariane Simone and her co-founder have an organization that is called the Fearless Fund. They build relationship with different organizations that have money and that are interested in investing in startups that are owned and ran by women of color, different backgrounds of women of color. The fund that they run is less than 1% of all of the funding that is given out for people to start businesses. There is a conservative group organization that has been targeting this particular organization, hitting them with lawsuits to prevent them from being able to continue to give out this percentage of funds every year to women of color. She may never see this video, but in spirit, I want her to know that she is not standing alone, that there are women out here who care about her mission and care about what she is doing. Not only Black women are benefiting from the work that she does every day. Women of color, of all demographics of color, are benefiting from the work that she does every day. And women overall, because she is opening up doors for women to be able to start businesses, to be able to be financially independent, and to be able to have space to cultivate the dreams that we have for ourselves. This woman is inspiring. She exudes so much that I aspire to be in my life. If you are a woman who desires to make great impact in this world, do it. Show up. We need you to show up fearlessly. Be prepared for pushback, because the love, the care, the commitment, the dedication, the fearlessness that you show up with every day is going to challenge the system. And people don't like that. The system benefits from you and I being stuck in life. And remember, everyone does not need to know the intricate details of all of your moves. You don't need to post everything on social media. You just show up and have great impact in the lives that you meet every single day. That is how we make change. Go out there and be fearless.
Simple. We plan to continue to do the work that we do for women of color. As you stated before, women of color are the most founded entrepreneurial demographic. They are just the least funded.
Why do you think that is? I mean, when I read the number, Ariane, I thought I was reading it wrong because the number was so low. Less than 1%.
Yes, fraction of a percent.
Yes.
I think even beyond racism and sexism, there is something called proximity. The investors in the venture capital field, 92% of them are white male. I'm a strong believer that if we can diversify the investors, we can diversify the investments.
Now, we mentioned that number, 0.39%, and some may listen and say, well, that's something. But according to the fund, in 2022, capital firms deployed $288 billion. So that fraction of 1%, it doesn't make sense when it comes to Black women being funded. I never really understood how someone who had a head start in the race would look at those behind them and try to trip them up. What is your message to those that are looking to trip you up?
Oh, our message is clear. Our corporate partners stand by us. MasterCard, Bank of America, Ally Bank, JP Morgan Chase, and many others.
What have you heard from them?
Oh, we've been in touch with all of our investors. They stand by their DEI programs. They stand by their commitments that they've made post-George Floyd to the Black community. They are in agreement with the work that they have done and the work they are doing with us. This program wouldn't even exist if there wasn't a need for it. The reason why the program exists is due to the racial disparities that exist in venture capital. We have awarded over 356 grants, sizes between $10,000 and $20,000. And yes, that's definitely a game changer. It helps with cash flow management, it helps with product creation, it can launch job creation, and much more. But in addition to our grants, we are also investors at our Fearless Fund, our investment vehicle. We have deployed over $26.5 million, invested in 41 companies. Average check size is between $500,000 and $1.2 million. Most definitely, this capital is making an impact.
Too bad you're not.
You guys, I'm taking some time to talk to you all about this court case. Because so many of my friends and people I work with, they're like, Erin, we don't think people understand the magnitude of what is going on. If you've been following me, you know that my company right now is companies, more than one, are being sued for alleged discrimination. And the people who are suing us are using this as a baseline case to try to remove anything that is race-based. So in this suit, we're basically being alleged for discrimination because we support a grant program that is for Black women. In the event we were to lose, what is at stake is anything that is race-based. So when you think about race-based, there's race-based scholarships for college. HBCUs are at stake if we lose. I was just speaking at the National Black Caucus for State Legislators on a panel called Urgency for Equity and Reparations. And when we got done speaking, a lady stood up and said, I don't think you all understand. If the Fearless Fund were to lose, all this legislation you guys wrote about reparations, it doesn't even matter because it's race-based. So anything that is race-based, set aside programs, minority grant programs, so many things are at stake because right now, if we win, we win. We are winning for everybody. But if we lose, then everybody is affected by our loss. Then everybody loses. So much is at stake, you guys, with this court case. I need you all to share this video. I need you to sound the alarm. The people who are suing us have billions of dollars to back their cause. We need billions of dollars to back our cause. Be sure to click the link above and donate to our foundation. It takes money for us to get the word out, to make sure that there is awareness, campaigns about what is taking place. It takes bandwidth, people, capacity. We need your voice. We need 3 P's. Pens for petition. We need prayers, of course, that should have been 1. And then we need paper. Be clear, this takes your voice, your pen, and your paper in order for everything to be a success for the Fearless Fund. Because a win for the Fearless Fund is a win for all. But a loss for the Fearless Fund is a loss for all. And we must win.
It is Edward Bloom. Edward Bloom founded the American Alliance for Equal Rights, and that's the organization that is suing the Fearless Fund. That organization also just filed lawsuits against 2 corporate law firms that offer diversity fellowships. As Ali mentioned, Edward Bloom is also a director of Parents Defending Education, which is currently suing the LA School District, and that organization has numerous lawsuits around the country suing schools and school districts and targeting Black and trans students as well as schools that have Chinese language and culture programs. And then, of course, Edward Bloom was the person behind Students for Fair Admissions, which brought the affirmative action case before the Supreme Court. So as Ali was mentioning, it is all connected, well organized, and well funded.
Ed Bloom's this is correct. Ed Bloom's organization, Parents Defending Education, you should look it up and look up their lawsuits and their complaints that they're filing. Ed Bloom is not a lawyer, but what he does is he works with pro bono right-wing legal organizations funded by the right-wing media ecosystem and donor network. And they basically write lawsuits to dismantle protections and supports and policies that remediate historic imbalances in the way that marginalized folks have been supported, and specifically Black folks. They write lawsuits and then they go and find plaintiffs. And so that's what they did with the affirmative action case. They didn't even have plaintiffs. They just used Asian Americans as a concept. and filed a lawsuit and dismantled affirmative action. Now they are currently filing a civil rights complaint against LAUSD for supporting Black students.
Like, seriously, lovelies, this is what I was talking about. This is what I've been, trying to explain. Like, I made a video about this Asian network and the rest of it, this Asian, businesses that is all over Black neighborhood, preventing others like us, to actually open businesses in this Black neighborhood. So this, group of women of substance and intelligence and all of that, they decided that they actually want to give back to the community that they came from. They decided that, okay, since we have actually made it this far, and since the society have made it impossible for Black women specifically not to actually have something on their own, not to be able to stand on their feet, they decided they were going to come together and, have a non-profitable organization that is specifically to help Black women of color, that is not opportune to, start up a small scale business, which they named it Fearless Fund, like Fearless Fund. So this Eddie Blum, or whatever he is called, decided that these women are being racist. This is the exact women, like Black women, when they actually want to go to these, banks and all of that for maybe loan to start up their own businesses in their own, neighborhood, they are denied, or they might even going to be asked to bring so many things that they cannot even meet up with the requirement, making it impossible for Black women to actually have something to show. So these women decided that since the society is not favoring Black women and the women of color, let us, do something. Since we are able to skip through, let's do something that's actually going to help our sisters, and this Edwin of a man decided that it was too much, decided that he is going to make sure that Black women never succeed, or decided that he is going to make sure that that is blocked, and he sued these women, telling them that they are supposed to make it for every other woman, be it white, blue, red, but forgetting that this said white women, Asian women, or what have you, have all the thing that the society can give. A white woman or a pan-colored woman can comfortably go into a bank today, submit any form of requirement, and she will be granted a fund to start up a business. But when a Black woman does this, she's deprived of that opportunity. And these Black women decided that they were going to give opportunities to these small scale business owners. And you think that it was too big, like you are so scared. What if these women decided to succeed? How are we going to continue, suppressing and subduing them? There's a video I posted about an Asian woman. She was talking about how Black, how pan-colored people use Asian businesses as a weapon in Black, neighborhood. She went ahead to talk about how they made sure that Asian people never opened a business in white neighborhood, but they are opportune. They are giving all the go ahead to open these businesses in Black neighborhood, then preventing or making it sure that Black people never own any kind of, big business in Black neighborhood. Because of what? Because they are scared of Black people making it in life. They are scared that what if these people become so financially buoyant and, oh my God, because of what? Because of envy, jealousy, seriously, loved it. Like, these people, we bent on trying to subdue, trying any way we want to like raise up our head. Maybe let it just seems as if we are trying to stand up on our feet. They will make sure that they keep on pressing our necks down. Like they do not actually want us to rise up. Like this is specifically for black women. I don't just know what black women have actually done to these people. Like they don't want them to succeed. Like seriously. You know, I was just going through my For You page and I came across cricket. You know, this woman that talks about the bleached blonde. I was just looking at her. She was giving autographs. She was all classy. You know, oh my god. I was like, this is what they are scared of. This is what they are very scared of. They are scared of financial stable women, financial stable black women, or even POC, but more specifically, black women. They are scared to see a black woman rise. So because of that, they will go to any length to make sure that these black women never get to a hair. But the thing is that when you are blessed, you are blessed. No matter the jupiter, no matter how you want to twist it, you can never take away someone's glory. Like seriously, these women will go out of their way to decide to better themselves. Maybe because they are not financially buoyant, they want to go to the bank to apply for loan. They will be denied countless times. And a set of women, some group of women decided that okay, we want to help this with our own fund. Not even the government. This is a non-governmental organization. They want to help their own. Like, if you're so pained, why not just go open yours? Like this man that keep on swinging and swinging and swinging. Like, I am just sick and tired of people like this. People that is like, they're enemies of progress. These women are doing this thing out of their own hurt, out of their own will. They never came to you. You never paid reparation. And these women decided that, okay, because from the little one we heard, let's just do this for these women. And you think that it was too, like, it's too, oh my God. Like, seriously, lovelies. How could he sue these people? For baseless reason. Why is it that these people just want to keep on making everything to be on their center? They want to center themselves in every given thing. Like, you people have every other thing. You can confidently walk in anywhere and get a loan as much as you like. You have the privilege to do whatever you want to do. So far, you are pan-colored. But these women, in the other hand, have to go through a lot. Even with that, they are still not given this. But you have seen some group of women who decided that they are going to use the opportunity they have to actually help other women to rise up. But no, you are not making everything racial. As if these people have the same, privilege as that of the other people that you are talking about, that they have to be included. Like, seriously, lovelies. These people just want to be everywhere. They cannot even allow us peace in our little safe places. Anytime they say that, oh, it's like these people are trying to succeed in their little safe places, they will just come with their, oh my God, will I call it witchcraft or jealousy or what? Like, seriously. These women are doing this thing out of their boundary of their own hurt. Nobody is forcing them. They decided to, like, okay, let's just do this for our community, or for POC, for people of color, women of colors, most especially the people that actually needed this the most. But all because you are, I don't know, angry, bitter, or what? You felt that, no, this is too much. What if these women succeed and want to take over everything? You think everybody is like you. Everybody's not like you. We are not like you. There is a video I actually stitched one time about a pan-colored man coming out to like tell his brothers and sisters that they should be very grateful to the black people because of what has been happening in Paul. He went ahead to talk about how he went to Israel and all of that, and he see how these people are retaliating. He was like, what if black people decided that they want to retaliate and do to you guys what you actually do to their ancestors? This is what this guy was like talking about. But no, these black people decided that they do not want to revenge any form of thing. We just want to cohabit like normal human beings and be treated equally. We do not want to drag anything, fight against anything, or the only thing we want is equality. Treat us the same way you are treating your other people. Treat us equal. This is only what black people are clamoring for. Nobody want to revenge. Nobody is trying to like, what if they succeed and they become superior? No, we just want equality. Everyone do want to succeed and put food on their table. Like seriously, you do not want to pay reparation. You do not want to create any room for these people to succeed. You literally block any form of success. And when a particular group of people decided to go through a lot to achieve a common goal, and with the goal they achieved, they want to actually make an impact to their fellow human, you become a witch doctor. Like seriously, you become so bitter. You are talking about, oh my god, they are being re-enslaved and all of that. Why not include all the race? As if these black women should go to these places for front, they are gonna be approved. Like this is just something that is so clear. Everybody is seeing this. Everybody is seeing what is going on. Like seriously, this same man was the same man with affirmative action and all of that. Now is fearless women or fearless fund. Like they're just targeting black people. Like seriously, the thing is that the more they think that they want to break, the more they get surprised. Because, oh my god, this is just too much. Like, these are women, non-governmental organization. They decided to do something that have to benefit people that they felt that are not getting enough in the society. If you think that, oh, okay, what she's doing is actually wrong, then create something that will actually benefit everybody without being discriminatory. Seriously, lovelies. Enough of this already. When I saw this video, I was like, okay, because I saw it one time. That's after affirmative action about December period. I was like, oh, but now this is actually true. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. And I will see you lovelies when I
I've watched up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.